Thanksgiving is over, and that only means one thing. It's Christmas time. Yes, my one excuse as to why my wife can't put up the Christmas tree is done for. It is officially in December. My rule is if it's not December, it's not Christmas. But Cat Daddy are wasting no time in telling us exactly what their plans are. And that includes bringing back a very popular mode from last year's event in Save Santa. Although going by the muscles on the last guy, I don't think that Santa needs saving. But there's so much more, including 2 locker codes alongside it. Let's open up some boom rewards and see if we got any legions. Yes, Bailey, let's go. What a start. This one I think is a guaranteed legion. It's not awesome, but hey, listen, a legion's a legion, we just accept it. So let's start off with December's calendar. And first of all, well, you've already seen it, Saturday night's main event cards are here. And I've got to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the way they're doing it, but maybe it will change as the time goes on. The quest for Saturday night's main event cards is dropping on Wednesday, along with Legion equipment, which means a Legion Boost Plus pack is dropping, along with Giants Unleashed, which I'm sure everyone is super happy about. It's one of the best events, if not the best event in the calendar, so I'm happy. Moving on to next week, we get more Saturday night's main event cards, and then the big event of December, Save Santa. A new holiday set of cards, Season 11 fusion cards. I'm assuming that's gonna be Feral and Invasion, but Santa is not the only thing that needs saving this month, because somehow El Santo returned, which means for the entirety of December, I'm gonna be abused by a like button with a red hat and a beard. Oh joy. But there is one way that you can satisfy El Santo, is he's only here for one reason, and that's because you, Bob, yeah, Bob, I had a problem with you last time, and yeah, you, Becky, yeah, and I'm watching you, Tim. You guys haven't liked the video. So I say if we all band together and hit that thumbs up button at the same time, it's gonna hold him off at least for a while. All together now, let's go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. That looks really painful. Oh, those are burns. Oh, let's hope he stays away for a while. But in the comment section down below, I'm going to ask you some trivia. On my Christmas tree behind me, there is a reference to old school videos of mine, and I want to know which one you noticed. And if you get it right, then I will give you a heart. Oh, and there's also a special person at the top of the tree who just so happens to be main eventing Saturday night's main event. Now, if you don't remember Save Santa, it is actually a special mode, but you have to collect special old school holiday cards. Whether that's going to be the same as last time, who knows? They might bring in some form of Dungeons and Dropkicks or Street Fighter version instead. It was quite a unique event and I liked it, but maybe they should make it a little bit easier this time. The Battle Pass then drops at the middle of the month, the 18th, with Jimmy Uso. Naomi also gets the special edition card. PCC on the 19th, and then we have a Flash event at the end of the month, which is pretty cool. But a lot of people are asking, what about a new tier? Well, I don't think we're getting one, but if we do get one, it wouldn't shock me if it started at the very beginning of next year. So new year, new tier. Or rarity, they call it now anyway. Although it wouldn't last a huge amount of time because, well, Royal Rumble is only at the end of January, early February. The one thing that's really missing from this though, and it bears repeating, is Twitch drops. It's now been an entire calendar year since the last time we got Twitch drops. And in my opinion, this change has caused irreparable damage to the content creator scene. In short, drops equals money, money going to creators, and the more creators earn, the more they're gonna stick around. And in times like these, money is so important just to put food on the table. Plenty of other card games have it, and it's really confusing as why SuperCard has dropped off that map. The community manager Zach did say in our first ever stream for season 11 that it's feedback that's gonna get passed up to those guys who make the decisions. In today's world, the more content creators you have, the more a game shines, and SuperCard wouldn't be where it is today without content creators, so losing them is starting to sting. One other thing that stung was a couple of issues with Last Man Standing and other game modes like Boom. A lack of leaderboard rewards had dropped, and for the first time in a while, the free packs you get every 4 hours did not include LMS boosts, those being blocks and reveals. That meant that the progression a lot of players could make was significantly reduced. Now, I did get my Last Man Standing rewards, and I did very, very, very well, but I can understand the frustration from many players, especially as this was an unannounced change. Another issue that occurred was the lack of a Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale that had previously been announced, and usually, as you may or may not know, these can include some seriously discounted packs, which I'm sure a lot of people would have really appreciated in the run-up to Christmas. And whilst it sucks when things change that we are used to, it sucks even more when something's announced and then it doesn't happen. To quote Grimm's Toy Show, people are pissed! I'm pleading they don't do what usually happens and just stick their head in the sand and hope it all goes away. That's never worked in the past and just makes people angry. One thing they did drop though were 2 beautiful locker codes, which if you haven't seen them yet, one for the last SmackDown and one for the last Raw that happened last night, either sides of Survivor Series. To get these, you need to go over to WWE SuperCard.com and go to redeem codes. I'll put a link in the description and comment section down below, and enter the code black and blue for SmackDown and then in the red for Raw. Both locker codes include 3 gobbledygooker eggs for the collectibles, a superstar from Metal to Feral, and a bonus chance of getting another Feral card on top of that. Once you're done with the video, go to the link in the comment section or description down below, enter those 2 codes with your player ID and open those extra packs. The ranked cards are super OP, actually being better than the campaign rock. Now, I'm not sure if this is a one-off or maybe there was a miscalculation of the stats, but it's definitely a change to the status quo, especially as that rock is not easy to get your hands on. It really is quite tough. Anyway, Sammy Mammy's going to join our team and I'm very happy about it, especially as I can use my favorite image of Sami Zayn, and no, that's not the portrait pack, because as nice as that is, and it's a very early reference to Sami Zayn and NXT, it's a bit Hey, I'm sure someone likes it, just that someone ain't me. Before I've even touched the card with training, he's already nearly 13,000 at the level of a low-level Feral Pro, so he's going to be insane. But fully leveled up, oh my goodness, he is a machine. Gobbledygooker has nothing on this guy, and that's an F3, although he does need some leveling. And again, I get to go over and use this beautiful image, and if you know me well, you know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to 2 years ago Thanksgiving for the honorary Oos. And considering what happened at Survivor Series, this is great. This guy is permanently in my top 8, and I don't actually think I could remove him if I tried. We also spoke about the Saturday night main event cards which dropped into the game, although there was a keep it going, but there was an error with this, although it is one of my least favorite modes in the entirety of SuperCard. So I'm kind of happy that I'm not having to play it, if you get what I mean. Now, if you haven't seen these cards, let me introduce you to them. There are 5 of them, and they include Sensational Sherri, Jesse the Body Ventura, which would go really, really well with the Gobbledygooker, the Ultimate Warrior, who would go very well with Sami Zayn if you've not got the Rock, and then 2 Feral cards for Wendy Richter and the Ravishing Rick Rude. But the way they've done this, I'm not a huge fan of, because these are like the ECW event from Enigma last year, and that event is one of the reasons I did not like Enigma tier, because you're mixing 2 rarities up. There's no specific packs or modes like the Gobbledygooker, of which Walk the Ropes is insanely OP. If you've not done it, I recommend you do, because you can pull some crazy stuff with that mode. In one of my goes, I got 2 Gobbledygookers and a Julia, and that was on my poor man's SuperCard account. I'm just saying, it's crazy. And in case you're wondering, well, that's a free-to-play account, how have you got credits? Well, I did a video about that, which I'm going to link at the end. You should go watch it. The only way of getting specific Legion cards is through the 1 to 10 packs for this Sensational Sherri. So I'm going to give this event a massive thumbs down at the moment. Seriously, this is not what we need after a very nice and very relaxed Gobbledygooker event, where it's been pretty easy for people to get a special edition Legion card or multiple versions of it. With these cards, we're going going back to switching between potential Feral and Legion, it doesn't make any sense. There's more cards coming next week, which was on the calendar earlier, and I imagine those are going to be more current day superstars, like they did with the ECW event, switching between Legends and the new breed, as they called them. Oh, and not to mention that we're going to get the PLE cards for Survivor Series this week, but having Sensational Sherri does give credence to the possibility we are going to get a new rarity soon. So I would hold off on this, and I wouldn't really bother about doing anything other than getting maybe these Saturday night's main event tickets. Also, we need to seriously calm down on the amount of collectibles we have. Every special edition card has been collectibles, collectibles, collectibles. I thought Damien and Rhea Ripley was enough, and since then we've had the eggs and the Saturday night's main event stuff. It's hard to keep track of it all. So I'm gonna pray for the Magnificent Memories to give me a Legion card. Hopefully it's Sensational Sherri, so I only have to do one set of the packs, but we can but pray. Knowing my luck, it's probably gonna be a Feral card. Let's see what it is. Saturday night's main event is Jesse the Body Ventura. Okay, I did not expect to get a Legion card, and I'm very happy I did, even though his image is wildly different to the one it was supposed to be, which was leaked by Tigrasek or Tigatastic on Twitter or X. Gosh, these names change. So hopefully I can get a pro of that real soon. But given we've had a slightly easier event with the Gobbledygooker, it would have been nice to have split the Legions and the Ferals apart so you could collect them easier. So yeah, unless you're getting the free ones, I'd pass. But for science, I am going to see how the Sensational Sister 1 to 10 packs look. We're going to do all 10. Maybe we might luck out and get ourselves 2 cards in the same set of packs. Let's see what happens. Pack number 1, Otis. Pack number 2, a Summer Sam and a Luke Gallows. Summer Sam, I mean Luke Gallows and I'm just not going to talk. Number 3 is Mr. Perfect and Ultimate Warrior. Number 4, ooh, Ink and a Metal. Not looking so great in terms of getting that second one. Another free pack, Undertaker and Jesse the Body Ventura. And yep, nothing great here. The last chance of getting, ooh, a Feral card. Again, not great. Jacob Fudge, I love you, Solo. Number 9, nope. It is a bunch of free cards, and here is Sensational Sherri in all her glory. Let's lock the beauty in, and then we're going to do the second one to get the pro. This one might be better. In fact, you know what? We're going to skip all of them and see what we do. Yes, we got 2 in the same set. Oh, and another, and Nia Jax as well. Okay, that was good. So we got ourselves an F1 Sensational Sherri. I'm going to hold them apart because these cards are way better than the regular Legion cards. I mean, you can just see by the stats. I wish that would have happened on the first set of packs, so I didn't have to spend like 17,000, 18,000 credits, but we take what we can get. Getting that extra Nia Jax was just an even bigger slice of luck. So let's get this pro and see how it looks and how powerful it is. And it doesn't really do anything different. If you're doing it for the visuals, you're not going to see much difference here. Power-wise, she's actually better than I expected. That full level pro is meaty. And she's a left arrow, so I could probably ignore Naomi unless she's like an absolute monster. We'll have to wait and see. But if you're interested in finding out how I got 50,000 credits for free on my Poor Man SuperCard account, then you need to go over there because it's pretty good, especially with Christmas coming up and the offer will back real soon. Or go to this video just down here if you want the latest on the channel. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.